Hello everybody, I'm MrRedClaw, welcome back to some more World of Tanks. So today I am going to be watching Kassar Power's replay in the Kunstpanzer, the tier 9 German, I guess premium, medium tank you could call it. I don't think it earns premium credits, but it does definitely get the crew boost like so many other kind of premium and kind of like special reward tanks earn as well. Now, Kassar, I think is how you say the name, is playing on Diaby map, which is a fairly fun map to play, especially in your medium tanks, faster medium tanks, where you can get into the centre of the map, as Kassar has done in this case. And now you can basically snipe all over this kind of side of the map. If someone tries pushing down kind of like the middle, but that's kind of really rare, but, I mean, the Cheerias over there, I'm not really sure why, you don't really see plays like that at higher tier, only like, you know, at tier 2 or 3, if this map is even available for those tiers still. But a good first shot off into the Cheeries back over there, with the 390 Alpha rolling a little bit lower, but it's this tank's decent DPM is definitely going to be showcased in this replay. Now, I don't really know the specific stats of this tank, nor do I have them up, so I'm just going to have to kind of guess, or just not say, but it does have a decent, you know, gun. It's good as kind of like the highlight, along with the kind of mobility, and it's kind of like special modes, where one of them I'm pretty sure you can go faster, but your gun is kind of just overall worse. And then when you switch, you have better... Oh, no, okay, this isn't that tank, now I know, now I remember. You switch, of course, into the kind of modes, either fast travel or kind of slower travel, but you can have this kind of hydro pneumatic suspension, which gives you more degrees of gun depression and elevation, I think, but of course mostly over the front or the back of your tanks. Over the side, I mean, you know, it's the hydro pneumatic suspension only works forwards, backwards, not kind of like lifting one track higher than the other, so you do have to keep an eye out for that, because it can really mess you up sometimes, just thinking that you have loads of gun depression over the front, but then once you head over to the side, you just basically have nothing in some of these tanks which have this kind of suspension. But Kassar has picked up 1,500 damage and 1 kill, and it's definitely keeping his team in it for now, as they are, I guess, they're only 1 kill down and 1,200 hit points down, which isn't too bad. Now they are 2 kills down, but you know, we're only 3 minutes in. Stuff can still happen, especially since majority of Kassar's team is on that western flank, kind of holding on to the big push from the enemy team, because there is quite a lot of them on that flank as well. But Kassar's chilling in the middle over there, as you should, because he has a great advantage over these tanks, as they are spotted and he isn't. And he's basically shooting them out in the open over there. Lucky hit on the M103. Kassar thought that he wouldn't be able to reload in time, but he did. And then luckily managed to put that shot into the probably the most dangerous tank on the enemy team, or at least, you know, the most dangerous heavy tank, the M103. Really good frontal armor and just good characteristics. Of course, they do also have the Object 704 and the WT Panzer 4, which are all very deadly tanks. Now, bounce off the Tiger P's mantlet over there, I think. So, Kassar follows up with another shell into the tier 7 German heavy tank, now picking up nearly 3,000 damage and 2 kills. Definitely keeping his team in it now, because, I mean, just think about the situation that they would be in if they were 2 kills down and 3,000 damage down. You know, instead of it being pretty much equal, they would be about 4,000 damage down at this point, which is crazy to think about, but yes. And Kassar actually has quite a lot of the hit points, or pretty much all of the hit points still left on their tank, which is important, because the Kunstpanzer definitely is not popular for its armor. It's good gun, mobility, you know, pretty much good camo, I'm pretty sure it has as well, and I mean, its spotting kind of capabilities are also probably not too bad. So Kassar up to 4 kills, 4 kills, 4,000 damage and 3 kills. still chilling in the middle. You know, only one tank down, 1,000 hit points down, not too bad. But now they have to worry about the Borsig and the Object 704, which have the pin down now, which isn't good. And you know, two shells from these tanks can pretty much eliminate Kassar in this kind of a situation. With luckily the Borsig firing the 128mm gun and not the 150, because that would pretty much shave off half of Kassar's credits, hit points even. We're talking about shaving off, not credits, hit points. Kassar gets shot by the Object 704, and you know, normally 750 damage is already quite a lot, but you know, why not roll high for nearly 850, you know, like they used to have back in the day. All of the upper tier heavy tanks, you know, instead of 750 they used to have 850 alpha damage, which was well, definitely quite a lot more, and you know, meant that you could roll for way more as well. But now Kassar's left with only he is part of the three, with two teammates, a Jagdtiger and the Kampfpanzer 3 prototype, I think, whatever that tank's called, the weird looking tank destroyer. Now Kassar puts in a shell into the TVP VTU, picking up 5,500 damage. Still the 3 kills, but he's definitely going to have to pick up a couple more kills in order to take this game out. And as you saw over there, shoots and shuts down the guard, which had kind of surrounded them, sitting in their base. 4 kills now, and still 6 enemy tanks to defeat. Luckily one of them is an artillery piece, but I'm pretty sure at this point you'd probably want another tank destroyer instead of that artillery, because just a splash within maybe 1.5 meters to 2 meters, if that GW Panther has the top gun, would mean that Kassar would lose the remaining 150 hit points that they currently have on offer in their Kunstpanzer. Now the weird Kampfpanzer 3 prototype, or whatever that tank is called, gets shut down by the Object 704, and that leaves Kassar in his Kunstpanzer left with the Jagdtiger, which luckily is still on, well, I was about to say, still on half their hit points, but I'm pretty sure a shell from the ISU-152 followed up with the WTF Panzer 4 shuts down the Jagdtiger. Now that means now that Kassar is in a 1 vs 6 scenario. So are they going to be able to get that Kolomanov's medal and win this game, or are they going to fail? Now that wasn't really the smartest choice over there, knocking down that wall, because now that means that TVP is looking directly at Kassar. Luckily for Kassar, a very nice roll for 414 means that they secure the kill with 1 shot. That means that the TVP isn't going to blind fire anything in order to take out Kassar, and Kassar's look keeps up with him as the Object 704 tracks him and does 0 damage. That would have been a guaranteed, you know, kill. Even with high explosive, I probably would have done enough splash damage with the HE to take out Kassar. But luckily for Kassar, well, this is quite risky. If that Object 704 would have fired, he would have definitely had enough time to at least aim for half a second, which, I mean, would have still maybe guaranteed the kill. But Kassar, keeping up with his luck, kills. Oh, that was really close. A little bit more to the right and Kassar would have been dead. And talking about luck, he's going to need a little bit more of that, because there's a WT Alpha Panzer 4 on full health charging right towards him. I'm pretty sure the smaller, more accurate gun. And Kassar's missing his high explosive rounds, and he kind of needs to penetrate these in order to do the damage that he needs to do. And oh, another really close shell from the artillery piece brings him down to 107 hit points. And this is just quite something over here, with the Borsig to the left, the WT right in front of him, only 1 high explosive shell left. He's going to need 2 to kill the WT right in front of him, and another one to kill the Borsig. Oh, this looks really bad, with another stun from the enemy WG Panzer. The WT rushes Kassar, doesn't have enough traverse to get his gun on target, so rams Kassar for 82 hit points, and that kills the WT. And then the Borsig maybe thinks that Kassar just fired and has a chance to secure the kill, but of course the WT got taken out by the ram, and that means that Kassar had a shell left in his tank to quickly kill the Borsig before he managed to get the gun depression to shoot Kassar. Now that was a fairly tense 2 or 3 minutes over there, from the time kind of when Kassar took out that TVP up until taking out the Borsig, and then finally avoiding that final shell from the GW Panther. Now 17 hit points, so all that needs to happen is a little brush against the enemy team, a splash within probably 3 meters now for the artillery, and probably a splash within 1.5 meters for the ISU 152 if they are using the 152mm, is it, gun with high explosive, or maybe even the derp gun. If they were using that, it would probably be an even bigger splash radius in that case. Now, unlucky for Kassar, he gets spotted, which isn't good, and he's hoping in this case that the artillery is still kind of within the base limits over here and hasn't moved on, because, I mean, he's using these rocks to block that shell from the artillery piece. And now, where did he get spotted from? I mean, he has enough camo to kind of be safe, but that would kind of show me, let's pause it for a second, that when he was crossing here, and there was no bushes in this kind of spot, that means that the ISU is probably still chilling in base in these bushes, camped up, and that's how he managed to spot Kassar without Kassar spotting him. Now, Kassar has now spotted the GW Panther. Now, what he needs to do is pull back and not get spotted, because he is within range of getting spotted by these bushes. Maybe even the GW Panther itself could spot him with 258 meters within. But let's see what happens. Kassar just wants to secure the kill. Luckily doesn't get spotted, so the GW was far away enough, and I guess this kind of small rock that we saw managed to keep him safe from the ISU's view range. Now up to 9 kills, 9,300 damage. Switching to secure the kill and get, you know, don't get unlucky with the final shell, because that would have been quite embarrassing to lose right at the end over there. But Kassar finishes it off with 10 kills, 9,358 damage, and the win to go down in the history books of probably Kassar's account. Now let's look at the post-game stats and let's see how well Kassar did in this game of World of Tanks. Now, as we can see over here, Kassar picking up the ace tank, the Columbanus medal, of course, for securing that win, with 6 opponents still left when he was the last one alive. A Paul's medal for destroying 10 enemies, a high caliber, a tank sniper, and a top gun for those 6 kills, which of course he picked up 10 and 9,657 damage, so a blind shell must have gone in somewhere, which I don't really see. But yes, 1,923 base experience, very nice for Kassar, and even when firing a couple heat rounds at the end when he ran out of any other ammo, still picks up 67,000 credits profit. So for now, there's going to. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.